Hey there everyone, it's Grymestone again from L.A.G Gamers, and welcome back to Kenshi. So today, we're gonna have to redo a bit. For some reason, one of my saves actually did not save it, which sucks, so I had to go back to an autosave. Lucky for us, it was roughly where the last episode ended, so not that big of a deal. So yeah, we're just gonna have to reassign everybody to certain things, go back and upgrade a few more things, keep our research going, but all in all, not too big of a deal. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around and upgrade each one of these defensive walls. I'm not sure if the other episode got to this, but every wall has to be individually upgraded, which kind of sucks. But we did finish research when we were researching all of the tier 3. One of the last things we ended up finishing here was the walls. So now we have defensive walls, which is excellent, because now we can go up on top of the walls and put mounted crossbows on there, and those can help us pick off all the bandits before they even reach our base. Something to note about this, though, is I noticed you can research something that gives your crossbows 5% increased effectiveness, which increases their damage by 5%. However, when I finished researching this, the damage actually went down by 5%. So I was slightly confused. That may have just been a mistake on part of the developer, or maybe, I don't know. But it said before it was like 82 and it went down to 70 something. But then we're getting ahead of ourselves. First we need to build up all these walls. So you have to go around, unfortunately, and individually upgrade each one of these, unless I'm wrong and there is a better way of doing this. But so far as I can tell, the best way, or the only way actually, is to individually click on them and click upgrade to defensive wall. Luckily they're still cheap, only requiring an extra building material for each one, so not a big deal. Grymestone is training currently, which is good. We need him to get up his skill. And of course this fella here has been lazing around all day. Skinner, get out of here and go build, please. We have plenty of building supplies, if I remember correctly. We have lots of iron ore and steel bars. So really, we just need to start crafting things, which takes some time. But that's the main bulk of what we need to do right now, is really just get crafting all of these new things that we've researched. We need to start upgrading our defenses, which is what we're doing right now. And go from there. We also need to go and buy blueprints, because I don't think I can unlock any more buildings. So we need to take a trip to town here shortly. Once we get enough things to sell, I suppose. We should probably either start working on trade goods, or I think weapons sell for a whole lot. So that might be something we will consider, as instead of, while we're idling, researching, because we're approaching tier 4 now. And we've pretty much done everything we can do in terms of tier 3. We've upgraded everything. Now again, all we're doing is crafting with what we've built. Again, we do need to get the amount of crossbows up. First we're getting the walls up, and then I'll go ahead and put up the amount of crossbows. But aside from that, everything's pretty much upgraded already, built. Upgrade that research bench level 2 there, get that to a level 3. I'm wondering if we can have 2 level 3 workbenches, because I do have another level 3 workbench. If I can run 2 at once, does that increase the speed at which things are researched? I'm wondering. So that's why I'm upgrading this. We'll see. Hopefully that's the case, because if so, then we can potentially double our research speed here, which would be great. Fantastic. Yeah. We'll see what happens there. You just got to speed things up now, get everybody building that research bench up, because that's the most important thing, really, is that research bench. The walls, we just got attacked, and they aren't too common, bandit attacks, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because it gives us a lot of time to build up our base, but then once we have it built up, it's kind of like, well, this was cool, now what do? We have our awesome fortress, but nothing to do with it. Bandits won't attack, but they still come eventually. There's almost a guarantee that at some point they will show up. Have yet for any trader to actually come into my town and purchase anything, which is mildly depressing because I do have rum in there, and so I don't know. Now, you do need to put ramps on your walls in order to allow people to actually go and build them. And here we go, we're going to put down some crossbows. So, really, I just want these at the gate because the bandits last time attacked the gate. They didn't attack the walls, even though the walls were considerably weaker. So I'm sure at some point their AI is going to go and attack the walls, and we'll actually need to put crossbows all along the walls. But until that time, we're just going to put crossbows here at the front gates. Shoot. I should have set these up better. 2 on each side of them. Oh well. Because you saw I was able to work in an extra crossbow on that one side there. We're just going to line this with crossbows. If we can get each one of our people on a crossbow, we'll easily be able to wipe out any bandit attack before it even arrives. Because they do a lot of damage. They can pretty much one-shot most units. If not, they'll two-shot. And the ammo currently is infinite, which is awesome. And so, yeah, that'll be a great way of just picking off these bandits. Of course, that means we're going to need to go train manually to get any attack skill up from now on, or just walk into the middle of a group of bandits and let them beat us up while we wear heavy armor, or just armor in general, so that way we get our defense and toughness skill up. Do I want to put down a cage? No. First, I want to get like a checkpoint building, or an outpost kind of, a governmental building, and that's where we'll put all of our. Well, that cage is going to stay there. Then it looks like. But a building like that to kind of centralize everything. And that's where we're going to put our cages in there. That's where we're going to put a lot of our training things. That's going to be like our main military sector, is that one building there. And I would like to put that roughly in the middle of our base. Then have another one on the corner. That I guess that's where we'll store the prisoners, things like that. I don't know. We'll see. We don't have it yet. We still have this guy all the way out here. He actually didn't, get killed this time, which is awesome. So I'm just going to have him run to base. Oh, there we go. Cool, he's almost here. I mean, he's horribly wounded, but he'll get here eventually. So this time he was not attacked. The game is random. There is nothing that is certain, so if you do reload the game, there's a chance that what happened last time will not happen again. So in this case, he was not attacked again. So Kahaku, congratulations. You're going to live. We don't have to pick you up and carry you over here, which is slightly worse for you because now you have to walk with a broken leg. But hey, you'll live, right? You're only walking through, a couple 100 feet of desert with a broken leg. Bandit-infested desert. Did I mention that? Bandit-infested desert. I feel like that is an important distinction. Also, we're researching medicine. We do have basic first aid kits we can make, but after this research is complete, we can make standard med kits, which is great because I think we're running a little low on med kits here. We've been taking a beating. So we'll get somebody trained up in the use and crafting of med kits. And of course we have Old Soldier working on the crafting of our swords, and then we should, I believe right after medicine is plate armor crafting is in the queue, which is awesome if we can get some plate armor crafting. However, I don't think you start, even after researching it, all that allows you to do is build the workbench. In order to craft any plate armor, you first need to research it. So that's something that, all right, and by research, I mean blueprint, not research. I apologize, that's slightly confusing. You can research the plate crafting, all that gives you is the bench. You can't craft anything until you find the blueprints for it. So again, we need to go on a shopping trip with a ton of money and just go and buy a bunch of plate armor blueprints. And then I'll set somebody else off to go craft that. I assume we'll need steel rods for that and a lot more iron ore. So hopefully by the time we get all that done, we'll also be able to upgrade not just the iron mine, but also the iron processor. I remember seeing these in the trade good guy when we were in town, so I'm going to toss these in the little storage shopping counter thingy. Yes, shopping counter thing. We're going to put those there, and hopefully somebody will stop by and purchase that. So we're nearly done on the walls here. I say nearly done. We're about halfway done. It's not nearly done, but That's okay. They're fairly quick to produce, and they don't require much. So that's nice. Still, oh, we don't have old soldier. I guess he's over here somewhere, building. We have Grymestone training, workman. Oh, finally, Haku, get your butt over here. Jin, you want to go heal him up because you are the best medic we have, if I'm correct. He's got a large medical skill and a large science skill. He's a doctor. Ah, there we go. Medicine's almost done. The metal crossbows and composite runners. Composite runners is the one that I believe decreases rather than increases your damage. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. Doesn't sound intentional. It sounds like it isn't as good. Maybe it just shoots faster. Shoots faster, but then does less damage. I guess that makes sense. Anyhow, for now, let's just put down the medicine bench here, and we can start producing some health kits. And I think it'd be fitting if Kahaku here, our most wounded member, would be the man to craft all of our medical supplies. And then, of course, be our best doctor, since he is clearly so familiar with injuries, wounds. So we shall have him working on that. Again, I'm not going to have anybody really work on any of the leather crafting and things like that because there just is no need. The most useless of items right now is all we can craft. So hopefully there will be able to get something new like chainmail. We need 12,000 katans for that, but if we can get the blueprints for chainmail, then we'll start producing that. That would be invaluable because that provides better protection than the armor most people are wearing now is their full armor, and this is just an undershirt. Very little restriction too on, or actually I don't think there are any restrictions to wearing chainmail. So chainmail overall is just a fantastic piece of equipment that I would love to have each member of our party have. So that's the goal right now is I want to get chainmail because I know I can get that, and then we can get blueprints for other things, and we can start crafting that, give everybody geared up. First things first, so we got to get building. So got to get crafting to sell things. Again, I think we can sell the weapons for a lot. I believe they're like 1,000 a piece, and if we can produce like a good, 15 weapons, we should be set. In addition to, of course, producing other things, because we're only gonna have one guy producing this, so that should be able to give us a lot of time to research things, a lot of time to. I guess we'll start getting trade goods like fabric and things like that, or more rum, because rum sells for quite a bit as well. Let us not forget. So we have traders coming in. I doubt though. Oh, yep, there they go. Gone already. Good work, guys. Good work, traders. Did good. And that was a good shopping run there. Didn't even go inside. That's just depressing. Oh well, maybe one day we'll get something in there that will entice the traders to come by. Maybe food. Maybe we should sell food. We have the wheat farm. All we need to do, that's so much work though. We need to get the windmill going or grain mill. Oh wow. Then we need to get a stove. Well, we've got nothing better to do now, do we? For the hours it's going to take to produce those weapons. We'll just produce a variety of goods, toss them all in a trade pack, and run on over to a town somewhere. Also, we can always sell building materials because those sell for quite a bit of money, and we have hundreds of those lying around, if not in backpacks, then in the storage. Most right now, I believe, are in backpacks. There's about 100, maybe 150 spread out amongst the backpacks. We have another 130, of course, in the storage, so that's nice. Saber training. He's not really increasing on sabers. This is Grymestone. His strength hasn't gone up. I mean, his attack skill has gone up, and that's nice. He's got melee attack of 8 now. It should go up to 9 after this little training bout. Once he hits 9, I'll take him off that, have him assigned to more useful tasks. So I think this is where we're going to wrap up this episode, guys. I think next time we come back, we'll finish the building, finish up this tier, and then we'll sit down and just research all of tier 4 and produce a lot of goods in that time span. A lot of trade goods. So that ends up being a lot of sitting around. So I think we'll cut that out unless there's a good fight segment in there, in which case we get to test out our new crossbows. Something to add about the crossbows is once you research Crossbows Mark II, it is not a flat upgrade from Crossbows Mark II up. you can't just upgrade those crossbows. No, you have to dismantle the old ones and place down new Mark II mounted crossbows. And I'm sure that in a later update that's going to be changed, but for right now, something to be aware of, that's the way the crossbows work. Also, something to be warned of again is the runners somehow doing less damage. I don't know how that works or why that is, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.